Hi, today we're going to read Goldilocks and the Three Bears, retold and illustrated by James Marshall. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once there was a little girl called Goldilocks. "What a sweet child," said someone new in town. "That's what you think," said the neighbor. One morning, Goldilocks' mother sent her to buy muffins in the next village. "You promise not to take the shortcut through the forest," she said. "I've heard bears live there." "I promise," said Goldilocks. But to tell the truth, Goldilocks was one of those naughty little girls who do exactly as they please. Shortcut. Uh-oh, she's going through the woods. Meanwhile, in a clearing deeper inside the forest, in a charming house all on their own, a family of brown bears was sitting down to breakfast. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear. "Patooey," cried old Papa Bear. "This porridge is scalding. I've burned my tongue. I'm dying," cried Baby Bear. "Now really," said Mama Bear, who was of a medium size, "that's quite enough." "I know," said Papa Bear. "Why don't we go for a spin while the porridge is cooling?" "Excellent," said Mama Bear. So they got on their rusty old bicycle and went off. A few minutes later, Goldilocks arrived at the bear's house. She walked in without even bothering to knock. On the dining room table were 3 inviting bowls of porridge. "I don't mind if I do," said Goldilocks, helping herself to the biggest bowl. Big bowl, medium bowl, small bowl. She went for the big one. But the porridge in the biggest bowl was much too hot. "Patooey," cried Goldilocks, and she spat it out. Next, she tasted the porridge in the medium-sized bowl, but that porridge was much too cold. Then Goldilocks tasted the porridge in the little bowl, and it was just right, neither too hot nor too cold. In fact, she liked it so much she gobbled it all up. Feeling full and satisfied, Goldilocks thought it would be great fun to have a look around. Right away, she noticed a lot of coarse brown fur everywhere. "They must have kittens," she said. In the parlor, there were 3 chairs. "I don't mind if I do," she said, climbing into the biggest one. But the biggest chair was much too hard, and she couldn't get comfortable. She's upside down. She couldn't get comfortable. Next, she sat in the medium-sized chair, but that chair was too soft, and she thought she might never get out. Then Goldilocks sat in the little chair, and that was just right, neither too hard nor too soft. In fact, she liked it so much that she rocked and rocked until the chair completely fell into pieces. Uh-oh, she broke it. Now, all that rocking left Goldilocks quite tuckered out. "I could take a little snooze," she said. So she went to look for a comfy place to nap. Upstairs were 3 beds. "I don't mind if I do," said Goldilocks, and she got into the biggest one. But the head of the biggest bed was much too high. See how high it is? Now she tried the medium-sized bed, but the head of that bed was much too low. Then Goldilocks tried the little bed, and it was just right. Soon she was all nice and cozy and sound asleep. What's going to happen next? She did not even hear the bears come home. The 3 bears were mighty hungry, but when they went in for breakfast, they could scarcely believe their eyes. "Somebody has been in my porridge," said Papa Bear. "Somebody has been in my porridge," said Mama Bear. "Somebody's been in my porridge," said Baby Bear, "and eaten it all up." In the parlor, the three bears went for another surprise. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Papa Bear. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Mama Bear. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Baby Bear, "and broken it into smithereens." He doesn't look too happy about his broken chair, does he? Nope. Would y'all be happy if someone broke your chair? No. The three bears went upstairs on tiptoe, not knowing what they would discover. At first, everything seemed fine, but then Papa Bear lay down on his big brass bed. "Somebody's been laying in my bed," he cried, and he was not amused. Look how grumpy he looks. How would y'all feel if someone laid in y'all's bed? "Egads!" cried Mama Bear. "Somebody has been laying in my bed." "Look!" cried Baby Bear. "Somebody's been laying in my bed, and she's still there." "Now see here," roared Papa Bear. Goldilocks woke up with a start, and her eyes nearly popped out of her head. But before the bears could demand a proper explanation, Goldilocks was up and out of bed and out the window and on her way home. Look, she's out the window. "Who was that little girl?" asked Baby Bear. "I have no idea," said Mama Bear, "but I hope we never see her again." And they never did. Here's Goldilocks running away. She's never going to come back. And there's all the bears looking to see if they can figure out who she was again. The end.